Today on Eagle Nation News, we have a show full of PHS spirit. First, Levi Brousseau shares Mrs. Krempen's story and how she's bringing awareness to her battle. Next, Ben Clark sits down with our new theater director to hear about their new show and what she's bringing to the stage. Last, Callie Swick dives into the story of these two best friends who have created a bond through their passion. All this and more on today's edition of Eagle Nation News. Good morning, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us. I'm Declan Vetter.
And I'm Holden McCurry. Bringing this week's news, Ian, and starts right now.
Welcome back, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us again here at Studio 301.
Today's forecast has a high of 88 and a low of 65 with sunny skies all throughout.
As the weather is starting to cool down, it's finally starting to feel like we can actually go outside again.
Yeah, fall is one of the best times to go out on a nice nature walk.
Well, there's a park here in Prosser that's planning on getting renovation. Medicap is on scene with more.
Thanks, Declan. Plans for the Parvin Park in downtown Prosper are moving forward. At the Town Council meeting on October 7th, Prosper Planning and Zoning Commissioners approved the plan. The existing near 3-acre park is located off Broadway Street. Improvements to the park will include a small playground and picnic tables, in addition to the small pond and open green space. The park is expected to open before the end of the year. This is the perfect addition to Prosper's growing community. You can definitely catch me on the swings when the park opens, but what about you guys back at the desk?
Thanks, Maddie. I think I'm definitely most excited to check out the slide.
Yeah, the park will also be a perfect place for Prosper residents to go out and get a little bit of exercise.
On the subject of exercise, the anatomy and physiology teacher here at PHS has an inspirational story. Levi Brousseau shares more.
Mrs. Krempen is the anatomy and physiology teacher here at PHS and is beloved by many of the students that take her class.
I love when students come in at the beginning of the year and we kind of, take note of where they are, and then to see them grow in specifically anatomy in the medical world. It's really cool to kind of see that at the end of the year.
Probably her understanding this, and also just like the detail that she puts into teaching us. Like, she meets everybody where they're at.
Mrs. Krempen is able to relate and connect with students by learning from challenges she has faced.
I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2019, and to be honest, I was mad when I first got my diagnosis, because I was like, why is this happening to me? I was in great shape. I was actually training to run a marathon.
As she went through this difficult time in her life, she has learned to grow from it, and it has influenced her teaching as well as her day-to-day life.
I think what I've realized through going through the challenges of, let's say, cancer, is that you never know what people are going through. So when students walk through my door, or my colleagues, my teachers walk through the door, we never know what people are going through. And when you remember that, it helps you to just be more patient, more understanding, and most importantly, just be kind to one another.
Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Levi Brousseau.
Mrs. Krempen has now been cancer-free for 5 years. She's a great representation of what the month of October is all about.
You might have noticed we're all wearing pink today to show our support.
It's truly great to hear her story. Some other great stories are happening in Hollywood.
Hollywood news is never ending. Don't go anywhere. Talent Talk is coming up next.
Prosper Theater presents their first production of the season, Through the Looking Glass. Join them tonight, October 17th, and tomorrow, October 18th at 6:30 p.m. as they take a peek at what Alice found through the looking glass. Next Friday, we have a pep rally. Scare away the Allen Eagles at Fright Night. Because of this, our Ian and Show will be on Thursday. Tune in the same as always.
With all things pop culture, Cooper Kern is in studio with more.
Thanks, Declan. Jumping right into the mix, movies on all-time low with many box office bombs. Most recently, the movie Tron Ares, which was released on October 10th in theaters with a budget of over $180 million. The movie has only made $60 million so far and will need to make $400 to break even. Some analysts are saying it won't even pass the 200 mark. Main actor Jared Leto took the biggest loss, as many of his fans say his acting during the film was underwhelming. As The Hollywood Reporter says, this might be his final big movie role, with Tron Ares only being one of his many recent box office flops. Some box office flops of his include Morbius and Chapter 27. Now, I haven't seen the movie, and it doesn't seem like I will with what critics and fans say. Speaking of box office, Taylor Swift's new theatrical hit, the official release Party of a Showgirl, which box office numbers released just a few days ago, entered the theaters on October 3rd and earned over $50 million worldwide in its initial 3 days of being in theaters. This gave fans a first glance to her newest album. Similarly to Swift's earlier success, Taylor Swift The Eras Tour, which earned over $261 million worldwide in 2023. Taylor Swift's The Official Release Part of a Showgirl movie event broke records by becoming the highest grossing album debut movie in history. Now sadly for the Swifties, the movie was only in theaters for 3 days. Now I'm personally not a fan of her, but she sure does have a lot. Switching gears, with pop culture controversy on the rise, the new released app, Sora 2.0, has caused lots of drama and confusion online. The app's ultra-realistic AI is causing for many people online to be exposed to videos which cause for viewers to question whether it's real or not. The app allows users to make videos of anything they want, and the most controversial is the use of copyrighted characters, which cause for many associations like motion picture to call Sora's copyright infringement. Many users love the app, but an overwhelming amount of people are worried that AI has gone too far. What do you guys think? Back at the desk.
Sora AI has been all over TikTok recently, and it is scary realistic.
AI seems to be getting more advanced every day. You can even make entire wonderlands through it.
Speaking of Wonderlands, Ben Clark shows us the rise of a new era in Prosper Theater.
I only wanted to see what the garden
Tonight is opening night of Prosper Theater's The Looking Glass.
So Through the Looking Glass is a version of Alice in Wonderland, but it's set in Looking Glass land in a world where essentially it's just a chessboard. It's a game of chess, and she goes through each square or each experience, which gives her a little bit more knowledge until she gets to the 8th square where she becomes a queen.
There have been some changes in the department, especially with the new director.
Well, she's the one directing the show. She's a great director. I love working with her. I really like the ideas that she has. Like the set idea that she had was great. I love her blocking. I love the creative freedom that she gives us with the show.
So I think the perspective that I'm bringing in, as this is my first year directing at Prosper High School, is just for the kids to remember to have fun. We really took our time with this show. I gave the students opportunities to breathe.
She wants to continue to achieve the Prosper legacy, not just in the shows.
I think her leadership is a lot different than what we had last year. I really like the rules, like the structure that she's given us. I don't think we had as much structure as we did last year.
And then again, I can't focus enough on the family dynamic. Family is super important to me. It's essentially the whole idea of theater is we don't do things alone, and kids just getting to experience something new where they can know how to balance things.
Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Ben Clark.
You can find tickets here at the link below.
Curtains rise at 6:30, but doors open at 6 today and tomorrow night, so make sure you show up and support the hard-working cast and crew.
The show isn't the only Prosper event happening tonight. Students can also check out our football team.
Speaking of the football game, stay tuned. Game time is up next.
Here we go!
Football made PHS history last Friday.
Colton Boston is in the studio with this week's sports update.
Thanks, guys. Yes, football did in fact make history last Friday against Plano Senior. But before we get into that, we have to talk about our Lady Eagle volleyball team, who also faced off against Plano Senior on Tuesday. The Eagles and the Wildcats went neck and neck through the full game, leading this game into 5 sets, where unfortunately the Eagles fell short, ending the game 3-2. This loss will bring the Eagles' record to 15-17, 5-8 in district record, and 6th in district standings. The Eagles will next play tonight at McKinney High School starting at 6:30. Next, we're going to go down to San Antonio, where our girls golf team teed off today for the Swing for a Cure golf tournament and will continue playing through tomorrow. Good luck to our girls golf team. Now heading over to Children's Health Stadium, where last Friday our Eagles had a historic night against the Plano Senior Wildcats. Your now 3rd best in the state and 45th best team in the nation, Eagles started this game off incredible. Now let's break down a couple of these plays. Over here on the right, you're going to see the best offensive line in the state, and you're going to see why they are the best. We can go ahead and play this. Braden Imhoff is going to go on a quarterback keeper. You're going to see Sebastian Nunez and Bryce Gilmore blocking, leaving this gap for Braden Imhoff, and he's going to take this all the way down for a touchdown, but they're not done yet, as the ball is now going to be placed on the 35-yard line. Brayden going back. He's looking deep to who else? The number 1, Lathan Lashley. This is becoming a game-to-game occurrence for them, as the Eagles destroyed the Wildcats in this game 45-14. But this game wasn't just another district game win, as this is the first time in Prosper's 75-year history that Prosper High School is 6-0. What an amazing game. Let's make this a bit more fun. Here are 2 videos. Can you spot the difference? Well, one of them was filmed nearly 5 years ago, and the other one 1 week ago today. The video on the right is of class of 2020 4-star recruit offensive lineman Jake Majors, and on the left, 4-star recruit Texas A&M commit class of 2026 senior Zayden Crimpen. And the best part is they both wear the number 74. It looks like history is repeating itself here in Prosper, and let's hope that history keeps repeating, as our Eagles will play against the McKinney Lions tonight. And the last time that they played against each other, the Eagles came out on top, winning 29-17. The game between the Lions and the Eagles will take place at the McKinney ISD Stadium tonight, the kickoff being at 7. This past Tuesday, our varsity boys water polo team unfortunately lost 11-13 against Marcus. But there's other ways to win outside of the game. Callie Swick dives into this duo story.
Passion isn't the only thing athletes find in their sports, and for this duo, they've made a lifelong bond.
We became friends through water polo. It was about sophomore year when we were both on varsity. We just made a connection and felt that impact.
Our relationship has gotten a lot stronger because of water polo. Like before, I only knew him from seeing around on school, campus and stuff. And I remember after a game, we literally sat in the parking lot talking for 4 hours.
With all the time spent in the pool, friendship is what can make or break the game.
I don't know where to describe it. It's challenging to make connections and team chemistry just inside the pool.
Play with your teammates inside the pool, and then after that, go out to somewhere to eat or something. I think playing water polo with him makes our connection stronger, and I just understand him a little bit better as a player and a person.
Taking a look back on all the years on the team, both of them have each made their impacts and left their marks.
I believe we brought a lot of leadership with our impact and just how we run the game and how it's kind of ran through us.
But to make sure the underclassmen are ready to be leaders and grow up to carry the torch and bring the team to the glory it deserves.
Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Callie Swick.
It's so cool to see how different activities bring people together.
I agree. Being in ENN has brought me closer to some of my best friends.
That's all we have for you today, Eagle Nation. Thank you for letting us tell your stories. Once again, I'm Declan Vetter.
And I'm Holden McCurry. Have a great weekend and
go Eagles!